find out how we actually managed to tie out this Malinois. This one course gave us opportunities to practice 4 different types of crosses. In agility, a cross is a way of explaining how you go from handling on one side to getting the dog to handle on the other side of you, which allows us to go clockwise and anti-clockwise on a course. So first up, a front cross. As the dog emerges from the tunnel, I'm handling on my left. A front cross is called a front cross because I managed to get ahead of them on a course before I changed my driving arm. So from this pink jump, and go from looking over one shoulder, I turn towards my outstretched arm, turn towards the dog, I pick up on my other, and now I've got the dog on my right hand side. I'm ready to go for the rest of the course. Another handling option I can use this tunnel to practice is a blind cross. Now it's called a blind cross because when I change my driving arm, it happens behind my back and I take my eyes off the dog. So the way that looks, I get ahead of them, again using the tunnel. I'm looking over my left arm. I swap to looking over my right arm, and now I've got the dog on my right hand side. The third type of handling I got the opportunity to practice was something called a reverse spin, which is really useful going from gold to pink because I can use it to pull the dog off of the tunnel. So I'm going to slow a reverse spin down to you and then explain it in a little bit more detail. I actually stay with the dog on my right arm, but because I do a full turn, it's going to encourage them away from that direction of travel and instead going in the direction that my feet are now facing. So the way I think of it is if I was to do a front cross, it would look like this. Right arm out, turn towards right arm, and I've changed my driving arm. But I don't want to change my driving arm. So think tether your arm, move in the same way as if you're doing a front cross. So it's kind of similar footwork, but right arm stays out. I cross, and right arm picks up. And here's how it looks when it's run on a course. And the last handling method I had the opportunity to practice was my rear cross. So a rear cross happens when the dog is ahead of you on the course, I'm in the rear, and that's when I go from handling on one side to the other. Now, using this course as an example, as the dog comes down the line, I'm handling on my left. But once they land, I want them to be on my right so I can guide them to the tunnel. So there you have it, one course, 4 different handling moves and one tired but happy dog. For more detailed training guides, check out our blogs at anglingdogworks.com.